Hey, what's up, Goon Squad? Good morning. It's gonna be afternoon when I post, but right now we are heading to the store, get some fluids for this thing because we haven't done that yet. We usually like to change the fluids as soon as we get a vehicle, but we just haven't had the chance to. So this is what we're gonna do for now because the weather's coming in. We can't really work on the Rubicon, so we're gonna do what we can and what we really need to do. We're gonna change the engine oil, transmission fluid, the front and rear diff. We may need some seals also for the rear axle, right?
Yeah.
We need some left and right because I see that they're leaking a little bit. So we're gonna go ahead and take care of that stuff. We've done it before, shouldn't be too hard. So we're heading to the store right now. We're gonna see what we can pick up. AutoZone.
Sponsor us.
Get in the zone, we always come to AutoZone. Good morning. Oh my gosh, come on. Imagine this, look. Imagine you cruising down on a trail. Oh man, you got the cat hair.
Dude, that's actually legit.
Pretty dope, man.
Chinchilla fur.
What are you running them differentials?
Maybe just something. They're all good.
Lucas, I know Lucas. I know y'all love Lucas.
If y'all want to go, if we're racing, we're not racing the thing.
We were racing the
other day. It's just a drift Jeep. That's it.
If people said that was donuts, but I think there was a drift at the very end there.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I can redeem myself.
We might have to redeem that. Go back out there to the private property.
Yeah.
Hit a couple drifts.
Oh, Larry won't be mad mowing down his grass.
I'm gonna look it up right quick.
My private area.
What are you talking about?
Hold on. Guys, you think I should get this bumper?
What do you guys think of that bumper right there for the Rubicon? The blue one. Looks pretty dope. It's a DIY kit, ain't it?
No, that one's actually the full bumper.
This is the trunk entry here. Throw it into the window. You gotta remove all these decals, man. Here's the junkyard. We're gonna see what we can get into. We're really looking for some door surrounds because a buddy of mine actually gave us a soft top. So we're gonna go see what we can find. It is a beautiful day today to be at the junkyard looking for some Jeep parts. We got a little XJ here, 4.0. Can't wait to build one of them. Got all sorts of goods, but the weather was saying it was supposed to rain, but clearly it's doing otherwise. Where's my buddy at? Ching Chong.
Ching Chong!
What's going on?
Hi, boy. How are you saying, Ching Chong? You okay?
Were you working on a biohazard?
No, man. I'm in color.
How much you selling that for?
Maybe 150. 40 bucks, bro.
Dang, you already sweating?
Yeah. You have like this?
Yeah, I have.
Really?
A little bit smaller. A little bit smaller.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He told me you have a
Little pito.
Yeah.
Dang, these are some nice rims right here. 20 inches?
Yep. 1,200 bucks, wheels and tires.
12.
Dang.
Let's go.
Go ahead and sell these.
He sell it? Man, I bet he does.
Yeah, those are actually nice.
He just got this?
Yeah. I like factory.
Yeah, factory.
I don't like auto market.
You don't like aftermarket?
No, auto market looking good for you driving long way, making very hot.
Yeah.
You start going little hallways.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
You know how iron wheel.
Yeah, that's way nicer. Alright. We're gonna go look around.
Junkyard got piles of stuff over here.
Stuff everywhere, man. I can't even walk.
Found one door surround. Can't seem to find what we're looking for, but we found something else.
Let's see what it is.
It looks like some clear. What does it smell like? Carrying a brand new wrecked F-250 over there. You can't really tell what it is, but if you look on the other side real close, it appears to be just that. And this thing just got totally demolished.
It's a nice addition too. We got leather seats, but there's nothing.
It's crazy, man. I don't know what's. Is there any good parts here? I guess it's just scrap. It's all aluminum.
Doors right here. Well, the front door.
Just one good front door. This ain't no good. It's aluminum. You know how hard it is to fix?
Yeah, there's actually no good door then, because that one's kind of damaged a little bit too.
I guess he got it for super cheap and he's just gonna scrap it.
I mean, somebody might buy this bedside. They hit a pole right there. Look where the pole ended up.
Man.
If you were driving, I don't think you'd be alive. Maybe.
That's crazy. That's a sad sight to see right here. Probably got his feet crushed. He might have survived. There ain't no telling. Guys, you want to do a 1-ton swap? This is the place to go. We got tons of axles. Axles upon axle upon axle. This is the biggest axle I've seen yet. Look at that. Probably like off of 5500 or something. Can't seem to find the Jeep that we're looking for, so we're probably gonna head out. It's always fun coming to the junkyard. It's always fun finding new stuff. We got the oil and the oil filter. We got the rear differential fluid there. We got some axle seals for the rear axle because it seems to be leaking. That goes with the oil, and then we got the transmission fluid also because we want to change all the fluids, make sure it's clean, and make sure it runs properly. Before we start, I got one request. Sir. Sir, let's take off this these stickers here.
All right.
Let's take off this and that. It's just a bunch of nonsense, you know, total nonsense. So we're gonna go ahead and peel that off for you guys. Peel that stupid sticker off. Just a bunch of nonsense. So guys, we took off the disrespectful stuff and we left the little guy, you know, the little crouching, pooping guy, whatever he's doing.
No, we're taking that off. Fist now.
Yeah, now it's just a skeletal fist. You gonna leave the lady? Alright, so we're gonna start with the hardest task of the day, which is gonna be the rear axle seals. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. We're gonna dig right into it. We're gonna lift it up, take both the wheels off, left and right. And let me see if I can show you guys where it was leaking. As you can see, you can tell by the wheel there that it is kind of oily, so it's clearly got a bad seal on both ends. You guys see all that oil on the inside of the rim, a little bit on the tire, so that's definitely a sign of a bad seal.
That's nasty.
Brought the toolbox out. First thing we're gonna do is drop this caliper. We got it set up on jack stands. Now we're gonna crack open that pumpkin right here. That Dana 35. I believe it's the Dana 35. Go ahead and take off both calipers on both sides. Get that out the way.
Okay, first off, there ain't no, what's not there?
Schematics.
And second of all, what the heck is up with this rotor right here?
Oh my god.
You know what happened? The wheel flew off when they were driving, and this landed right there on the road.
Dang.
They dragged it.
I think they deserved it. I hope those are criminals that did this and not the owner.
Maybe we can unscrew it from right here now.
Yeah, we ought to give it a try. Maybe not even have to crack the inside there. I mean, we looked it up, but it doesn't hurt to try and do it on your own. Gotta do it different, bros. So we haven't even unscrewed the actual differential there, but we unscrewed the 4 bolts over there, which it should allow it to slide out just like so. Alright, so we just removed the e-brake off of this side, but that side was missing. That's why it's so easy to pull out. So now we just got to unscrew these 4 bolts and it'll let that axle shaft slide out. Alright, just ran into a little situation here. This nut here is actually stripped. We've been unscrewing it for like 5 minutes. It's not going anywhere. So we're going to go ahead and use this grinder. Luckily it's this lower one and we could actually get to it from the back end there. So we're going to cut it off and then we're just going to put in a new bolt. And now we're going to pull out that axle shaft. Yes, sir. So we just found out this is a Dana 44. I mean, I don't know my axles too well, but I could tell. I just know the Rubicon's got them. I didn't know the Sahara came with it, so I guess it did.
That's awesome.
Dana 44. We just need to find the parts now. We got to figure out how we can get this off because this only has the rear outer seal here that we need to replace, which seems to be bad. So we need to find that. We need to somehow figure out how to take this off, which a lot of people are just cutting it off. All right, so we just picked up the bearings and the seals, left and right side. Now we're gonna get to cutting this retainer off and start putting on the new bearing and seal. That joint just fell apart, didn't it? That turned out to be cheaper than eBay. Buying that from O'Reilly's. That turned out to be awesome. And we didn't have to wait. That's the seal right there. Let's see it. I want to see it up close. Yeah, it's just a bunch of grime and nonsense in there. So onto this other axle shaft. We got the bearing and all these components taken off here also. We also knocked out one stud.
We're gonna knock out 2 more right here.
Yeah, because they're stripped, so let's go ahead and knock those out. They're pretty easy.
All right, first things first is the seal. Circle spring that goes on the inside of the axle because the oil is gonna need to lubricate that. So let's slide that on first. Then the bearing. This little side right here goes towards the outside. This side goes towards the inside of the axle. Slide that on right here. Then the retainer. Don't want to knock that in just like that. You want this retainer to push that bearing in. That's
now, how far down does it go? When do you know?
All
when it
the way
just
to the
stops?
bottom, yeah.
Oh, so when it just stops.
Yeah, it stops at the bottom.
Oh, there's trash in here. I'm gonna go get them pressed in because we couldn't find a tube that would slip around this, and we just want to do it right. So we're gonna go take them to a shop. A good buddy of mine. 20-ton press. We got these things pressed in. We also picked up some new studs. We're gonna pop in some new studs. We got them right here.
These usually, when you tighten your wheel, they'll get pressed in.
I honestly did not know that. You do also want to clean that surface where that bearing's gonna go with some brake cleaner, because you are going to be putting a little bit of gasket maker there. A little bit of RTV goes around the whole outer axle seal. Carefully slip it in.
Rain's getting harder.
The rain's coming down in bigger droplets. Alright, we got both of the axle shafts in. Got them tightened up. Now I need to tighten these studs up here. We didn't knock them in when the axle shaft was out, so that's not going to be a problem. I went ahead and put this nut on here. Then I'm just going to put this lug nut on here. I'm going to tighten it until it's fully tight on the other end. Alright, so the rain just started to drizzle on us a little bit. But that's no problem. We're going to stop for today. We're going to come right back out here tomorrow. The weather's looking great, and we are going to continue. See you guys tomorrow. Alright, we're heading to the store right now to get some more supplies for the paint booth. Alright, so we just threw the wheels on this. Everything's good and functioning. The bearings are great. They spin good. So we just parked the Jeep out here. Moved it out of the way of the garage because we are about to be setting up a paint booth. We were supposed to change the fluids, but we'll be saving that for a rainy day. Since it's good weather today, we're going to go ahead and use it to paint the Jeep. And we'll take care of that other stuff later.